So let me guess, you want to get rich. The only issue is with the internet and social media, it's so hard to figure out what you should do. There's a ton of people telling you about this hot new way to make money, whether it's through a cryptocurrency or an NFT or some weird financial tactic. So if you're like any other normal person, you get a little bit confused on which way you should actually try. If you want to get rich, you can't fall for the shiny objects and all the cool stuff that people are showing you on social media. You have to study real millionaires and see what they did. So in this video, I want to do exactly that. I want to share with you what 70% of millionaires all have in common. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rene Lacad. I'm a 26-year-old entrepreneur that's done over $30 million in revenue. And I use this channel to share my experiences, share my stories, share my life, and hopefully it helps you guys out. With that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the little notification bell, and let's get into it. So if you want to get rich, here's something I found very, very interesting. Here's something that 70% of millionaires have in common. When they interviewed a bunch of millionaires and asked them what they attributed their success to, 70% of them answered sales.
Sell me this pen.
In order to fully understand that and use that to our advantage, we have to dig a little bit deeper. Why is sales so important in business and success? What I've learned from being an entrepreneur for close to a decade is that all successful businesses comprise of a few things. One of those things is closing deals. Being able to close deals is very, very important in any business, so you can see how sales would help that. The second thing is communication, and more specifically, communicating your product.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything.
If you want to have a successful business, you have to be able to communicate your product, offer, or service to your customer.
If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product.
The reason a lot of businesses fail or they never even make any money is because they can't communicate their product, offer, or service to other people. Because here's the truth, if you have a product and you find it useful, you think it's cool, most of the time it's probably cool. The issue is you have to show people why it's cool, and you have to do that by communicating your product.
If you can communicate this product, you can make money off the product.
So that's why sales is important in business. It allows you to communicate your message, communicate your product, communicate your service. And the last thing is being good with people. One of the 25 psychological biases is liking/loving tendency. And all it means is pretty much that if you like someone or love someone, you're more likely to listen to them. Now imagine that in business, you're trying to close a big deal or get someone to do something for you. By them liking you, they're more likely to do it. But when you practice sales, you're dealing with people a lot. And like anything, if you put 10,000 hours into it, you're gonna get better with people. And by being better with people, they're more likely to like you. And if they like you, they're more likely to work with you or do business with you. Closing deals, communicating your product, and being good with people are huge reasons why sales is so important in business. You might be thinking, Rene, that's great, but how do I personally get better at sales? So if you guys don't know my story, I'm actually part of that 70% of millionaires that says sales is something that attributed to my success. One of my first jobs where I made good money was a sales job. I was selling used cars. After that, I got into another sales job where I made my first 6 figures. So I want to share some of my stories, some things that I've learned in my process with sales and entrepreneurship and how they relate. The first thing is you need to change your mindset on sales. Sales is not a forceful thing, it's a dance. Let me explain what I mean by this. People assume that sales is something where you force someone to buy something, and that's not the case. Sales is a dance where you lead your customer or client to the desired outcome. Here's an example. In sales, you never disagree. If someone says, hey, this is too expensive, you're never gonna say, oh, no, it's not. Because what's gonna happen is you and your customer are gonna get confrontational, there's gonna be tension, they're not gonna wanna buy from you. Instead, what you do is you agree and you get their guard down. You don't say, it's not expensive, you say, I agree, it is expensive, but you're getting what you're paying for. That's what I mean when I say sales is a dance. It's not forceful. You're not forcing anyone to do anything. You're never getting confrontational. Sales is a dance because you're leading them slowly to your desired outcome. Sales is not force, it's finesse. The second thing is having conviction when you sell a product. You have to genuinely believe whatever you are selling. You have to change your mindset from I'm forcing someone to buy something they don't need to I am helping someone find something that's gonna make their life easier or better. For example, when I was selling cars, I knew a lot of salesmen that didn't perform well, and it's because they didn't believe in the product. They thought they were ripping people off and they felt guilty about it. And their customers can see that. It reflects in the way they pitch the product, the way they sell, and their attitude and their voice inflection. On the other hand, you had salespeople who felt like they were getting people into the car of their dreams and they get to take it home tonight. So they felt really good about the product they were selling. They had conviction, and it resulted in them getting more sales and being some of the top performers. By believing in what you're selling and having conviction about it, it makes your sales pitch that much better. And my last one, I think this is a super expert ninja trick that has closed me $50,000 deals before. You need to anticipate objections and handle them before you even get there. A good salesman can handle objections, but a great salesman never gets any. Something I see a lot are salespeople talking about how to handle objections. But what I don't see any of are salespeople talking about how to prevent them. So what you can do if you're selling a product is make a list of objections that people normally say. A few big ones are, I need to think about it, or it's too expensive, or I don't have the time. Regular salesmen will wait for these to come up before they handle them. What a great salesman will do in their pitch, they're going to include stuff like, this is the best price on the market, or you're never going to find a better deal than this. Because what they're doing when they do that is preventing the objection of, oh, it's too expensive. Another example is they'll ask questions like, when were you looking to make this purchase, or when were you looking to do this? Because what they're doing is they're getting their customer to commit to a day, therefore eliminating the objection of, oh, I'm not ready yet, or I have to think about it. Great salespeople will ask questions to eliminate objections before they even come up. So what are your guys' thoughts? Do you have any sales experience currently? Are you looking to get sales experience? Or do you have any sales advice that you want to share in the comments? Make sure you comment below. And with all that being said, if you found this video helpful, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, etc., etc. And as always, love you guys.
Break rules, never make them. She act up, I replace her.